Does it work? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Is Marilyn here? Because I just realized two of my moderators are with me chatting. I do hope that Marilyn is here.
I'll send her a message.
I can kind of keep an eye on it too.
Thanks. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Danielle. Hope everyone is doing good. Hello, Annie. Annie says she'll be watching and multitasking.
Me too.
Danielle says, me too, checking on my new seeds at the same time. Ooh, multitasking. Moms are the best at doing many things, but then forgetting other things at the same time.
Yeah. Like
So?
ourselves.
I'm sorry?
You said like ourselves.
Yeah, well, I keep saying I'm a good multitasker, and then I start something, and then at the end of the day, I see some of the things that I kind of left behind, and I'm like, oh, right, I was supposed to finish this, and I didn't. How was everyone's week?
Not
Busy.
But he didn't reply. That's
Other than waking up to snow on the ground this morning, great.
Oh, no.
feel you, brother. Same here.
All our snow's almost gone. We have a little bit left, but
Ours is completely gone.
I know.
It was gone. It came back, and then it rained, and today it was a mix of rain and snow. But I don't see anything left. But it's like, in the spring when there's like those big mud puddles, I think I would prefer the snow right now. Like a small layer of snow. No. Seriously, my entire land is mud puddles everywhere. And my kids, I don't know for what reason, they love those spots on my land. So there's like mud puddles like now all over. So I kind of sink in every single time I go outside. So it's lovely.
I guess it rained here like every day I was gone last week, and it is just like a mud. And then we got a new toy. We picked it up Friday. We got a 4-wheeler, so everyone's been driving it around. So now the backyard is a big old mud pit.
Well, at least that is for good reason. Like you have a good excuse.
Yeah.
Like you were enjoying yourself. It's a fun toy to have.
Oh yeah, we wanted one forever.
So how are you adjusting from coming back to Florida to
I'm
cold temperatures?
freezing. It was so nice. My mother's birthday actually was 93 Fahrenheit.
93 Fahrenheit. So that's like
what
what,
is
36 degrees?
34.
It's very humid. It was definitely over 40 with the humidity. Even the Floridians were complaining it was too hot.
So you're saying 93 degrees?
Yep. And then with the humidity, it probably felt closer to 95, 96.
Oh, it was not bad. I said 36. It's 34.
Yeah. I loved it.
You guys know the trick for that? It's
What?
a lot easier to do it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, but you can do it Fahrenheit. So whatever it is Fahrenheit, you take away 30, and whatever's left over, divide it by 2. And then that's about average of.
I just asked Google.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah, that's what I do.
And I'm gonna ask.
I can do Celsius in the summer. I can understand that more. Like when it's saying it's 20, 25, 30. It's the other way. I still have a hard time even after all these years figuring out.
I
how
know
cold
that
is that?
70 is 23.
Around 20.
It's 23 if my memory is correct. So I always go with that. So 70 is 21 degrees. So I know that if it's close to 70, it's close to 20 degrees. So that's kind of my reference point. And then I guessed from there.
But my mom was very surprised. She had no clue whatsoever.
It was for her birthday, right?
Yep. So
how old was she?
She turned the big 70.
Ooh, so that's a nice present.
Yeah. So I was scared at first because she reacted so hard. I'm like, good Lord, don't have a heart attack. Like she was like shaking and but it was really good trip. It was good. It was a quick trip, and I was happy to get home. And I have got 1,000,000 plants to uppot tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure it was worth it.
Yes.
Danielle says she's under 2 feet of snow.
I feel you. I
wow.
have the same
Lord.
thing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I could handle 2 feet of snow right now.
Mm-mm.
Hello, Marilyn. I wish
Marilyn.
sure it wasn't to happen, but then it snowed. I think I jinxed it. The message for you, Remy.
Yeah.
Hello, little house in the big woods. Please remind me your first name. I keep forgetting. Elsa?
Melissa.
Melissa. Okay, I'll try to remember. Melissa.
How do you do that, Remy? I cannot keep track of people's first names.
I become friend with them.
Well, I think I can remember people that I talk to on a daily basis or like once or twice a week. But I have a hard time remembering people like that I just like chat once in a while. But once I get like my memory keeps seeing the same people, then my memory remembers. But I was better when I was working. Because when I was a full-time working 40, 45 hours a week, I had the same people calling me over and over and over, and I was chatting to the same people. So my memory was working a little bit better. Now I can remember more of plants. Don't know why. So snowed 2 inches today. No more snow, please, please, please. No more snow. No more snow.
Lucky you.
Whoever's doing the snow dance, you can stop.
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes. I think we should do like the sun dance.
Yeah.
I don't know what it takes, but we should do all the sun dance because it's been raining all week here. So if you guys are having snow, I had rain all week.
Yep, here too. The sun was out. The sun came out about an hour and a half ago, so it's not so bad right now. Of course, it's the end of the day. It's typical.
Of course.
Here.
But we'll take it. We'll take it. Sun like on your face, on your arms. It just feels like that vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Proud to have a stop in Annie's memory. Like I have spots for you guys everywhere. I try to find spots. If I don't remember your name, I'm really sorry.
So remember all kind of different tomato types?
Oh yes, for sure.
Did your I was gonna ask Annie, did your seed sprout yet?
I did not check.
Oh, okay.
We're
I 3 out of 4 so far, so germination rate's good.
I've decided at the worst time of the year that we were going to do renovations in my house.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Us
Perfect
too.
timing. So my husband said, I have time. We're going to move around stuff so that all the freezers, all the fridge are together in the laundry room. You're going to have a extended pantry. So as soon as he said pantry, I'm like, oh, you have me right there. But we have to tear down some walls, and then we found problems in the walls, and my grow room is like in the middle of all of that. So for me to actually go to my tomato plants right now, I have to like kind of parkour around. So I have to go check that out tonight to make sure everything is alive. But I did see some popping out, but I don't know which one. But I do hope that what's it called again? Giant crimson
Tomato. Yeah.
I do hope that seed germinates. I think I'm gonna baby it, just like my single seed challenge that I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, our snow melted. Snow anniversary until the 13th. Well, usually in April we always have a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Always. So I do
We've
hope
already had one. We've already had one.
we did.
Yes, at the beginning of April, I believe.
We did too. April Fool's Day. We actually had,
Okay, so we should be fine. We should be we should be fine.
And I'm here remembering that a couple of years back we had a storm in May.
Oh, just shut up. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. No.
Over here, we always have snow here.
I have to put my plants in the greenhouse, but need sun for it. I will try to work from home this week to be able to put them out. I do the same, Marilyn. Morning at night, I take out all my seedlings in the greenhouse, and then I bring them inside when the sun goes down. So that's 15 trays that I bring in and out every single night.
Yeah.
But yes.
I'm working on that. I don't want to risk my plants. They're doing so well that I bought this little thermometer and it's Bluetooth. It's for like $20 and it Bluetooths to your phone, or $12 it was. It Bluetooths to your phone so you can get the high and the low for up to 20 days and all that other stuff.
Well, your cold hardy crops, if you take them out, let's just say that the next 3 days forecast is no sun or barely no sun, you can bring them outside, and like brassicas, like the cauliflower, the broccoli. Marilyn can actually tell you the temperatures. She told me them, but I forgot. If you have row covers, like those protective row covers, so that if ever it freeze, you would be able to leave them outside, but cover them as soon as the sun goes down. That's why I have to bring them back in every night, because I go below freezing temperatures and I don't want to risk it.
I'm going to experiment. I've got some 55-gallon barrels I'm going to fill with water, and hopefully during the day they'll absorb the heat and then slowly release it at night. And then the terracotta planting pots. You know how you make the heaters with those, with the tea candles? I saw a cool video. A guy was doing that with regular candles and larger pots. And he said that for hours after the candles went out, it was still warm. So I was thinking about at night, maybe setting one of those up, lighting the candles at night, letting them burn at night, and maybe it would keep it just over that
the freezing temperatures.
Yeah.
I saw online, I wanted to heat my greenhouse with a heat, like a mass with water, but I pay for my water per gallon, per liter. So that's why I didn't do it. But there's a calculator out there. You can calculate the square footage of your greenhouse, and it's going to tell you how many gallons of water that you need to hold the temperature in your greenhouse. So I think it was a gallon per square feet, or 2 gallons per square feet. I can't remember. You would just Google it. You'll be able to find it.
Okay.
Well, I think your greenhouse is 8 feet by 10 feet.
Close. 26 by 10 by 7.
Oh, close. I was halfway there. Well, that's going to take you a lot of water.
Yeah. It didn't sound that big to me when I ordered it. I could put my whole garden in there.
You said 26 feet?
26 feet by 10 feet.
That's a lot.
that is a lot.
Hello, Ecocentric Homestead. I missed some people. Let me catch up. So Patrick is like me. No, I remember tomatoes, but names. Okay, so yes, he is like me. People can talk to me about tomatoes, and we say, and I know everything, all the names, or most of the names they're talking about. I can't seem to remember all of you guys. It will snow in May. Stop saying it.
No.
It's not going to snow in May.
No way, Jose.
Hey, just taking a break, but working. Okay. I'm doing the same, Annie. I have to build my muscles for the summer. So going up and down the stairs. I just need to build more shelves. Isn't that our situation all the time? The more we grow food, the more shelves we need.
I told Mike he has to build me a lot bigger thing than we have. It's okay for peppers and for tomatoes for now, but if I'm going to do all of it by seed, I need like a big area.
Of course. Marilyn says she's stepping away for a while, so if you guys see a comment, just let me know. Good therapy, Angie. Your little goat.
She's in labor right now for the people watching. She's in labor, so she wants to be close to me right now.
So we might have a live birth.
Yeah.
Danielle says I bring jugs of water in my greenhouse plus heating and it helps. I don't think you'll be able to heat your greenhouse, Tracy, because I don't think
No.
your system is set up for that.
Yeah, I might be able to put a wood stove in there at some point, but it doesn't have the fire resistant port for a pipe, so I'd probably have to replace the back wall with a wood and sheet metal.
Yeah, my husband looked into that. We have to change the back of our high tunnel to put galvanized, not flooring, la toiture, roofing. We want to put like roofing in the corner. You have to measure like how much your stove measures, but then you have to put the piping out.
Right.
And then that means you have to put a hole in your high tunnel.
Right. Well, see, what I was thinking was I would replace the back wall because the front wall's got the zipper where you can go in, and then it's got the windows on the side. But I was thinking if I needed to, I could replace the back wall with plywood, just build a regular wall, remove the whole plastic out, and then I could just do a regular through the wall kit or sheet metal for the pipe and go through it with a we call it triple wall, but it's actually just double walled pipe.
So that would work. And you would just need those little fans that is guided with heat to push the heat out. So that would work.
But I'm gonna try the water and this terracotta thing. And now that you told me about that calculator to calculate how much water I need, because I'm lucky in the fact my brother works at Kraft, and he can get me the 55-gallon plastic barrels.
I don't know if it's true, but I read that if they're black, it works even better.
Yeah. I'm thinking about sanding them down and painting them black. If you don't sand them down, it peels off.
And also the reason why you want to put it black is because you don't want algae in your water or something like that. Like I started reading about it, but there's something about the algae and the color black. I can't remember.
That's what I could do. I got a 300-gallon tote. That would be plenty of water.
Yes, we are talking about, well, it's a greenhouse high tunnel. Yours is a high tunnel or a greenhouse? I can't remember.
Mine says it's actual greenhouse. Yeah,
a greenhouse. The high tunnel is the one that has the high walls on the side, but there's like dimensions and stuff like that. So I assume like there's specific names. I call mine greenhouse, high tunnel, caterpillar tunnel, all the names. Everything black, the black wall, metal black would also be great. So if you would paint your the back portion black, it would help. Also, I heard that the concrete, those 18 by 18 inches concrete slabs you can put on the floor to walk, the concrete holds the heat as well. Yeah. So if you can get your hands on concrete slabs for free, you could do that as pathways in your greenhouse.
There's also, actually, who did it? Wilderstead. I'm pretty sure it was them. They had, they made these little, it was made out of pop cans, but they spray painted them black. And it was a way to they built a whole little unit out of pop cans and put it in the window. And it produced quite a bit of heat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that on Pinterest, but I didn't know what it was.
And the heat came in from the room, and then it would warm up because of the pop cans, and then out the top. Correct? Is that what I'm thinking?
I can't remember because I know they put a fan on there, so I can't remember if they had it coming out the top or the bottom. I watched it a couple years ago, but from what I remember of it, it produced pretty good heat. I mean, it's not going to heat the barn or nothing, but if you had a few of them, you know what I mean, in spots where you can have it in a greenhouse.
Well, the reason why we're doing that is to keep the freezing out
at night.
At night. So if you can keep it at 5 degrees Celsius and you just cover your sensible plants. I would not put my peppers or my tomatoes in those temperatures at night, but cold hardy crops, they could easily survive 5 degrees Celsius with a row cover.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Well, never mind. He's taking a nap now. I had a cat crawling up my leg wanting out, and now he's sleeping.
Patrick, I think you're saying that the black has to be on the north side. Is that what you're trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
I have a ton of windows. Don't know how to put them in our car garage temple frame. Are you thinking of making a greenhouse with those windows? Yes. You can also use compost as heat.
Mm-hmm.
A solar furnace heater does pot cans thing are called. Oh, that's what the name is called. A solar furnace heater.
Mm-hmm.
There is also ground batteries made of tubes layered with the dirt and all the underneath. Well, that would be technical.
That's out of my realm.
It's interesting, but I wouldn't do that. So he's saying correct for the north side.
Yeah.
And if you can make a window greenhouse, Marilyn, that would be gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we kind of got sidetracked.
Sorry.
Who, all of us together getting sidetracked? I never saw that.
No, I never saw that coming. So we might have to do a part 2 or part 3. Shoot.
Okay.
So everyone's topic and everyone's curious about, and everyone talks about it right now. Should we grow our own food?
Yes.
The
Yes.
short answer is
Yes.
yes. So anyone wants to comment on that? Do you think it's important?
The cost of food is so high. Not only is the cost of food high, but whatever you can grow in your own backyard is way better in all aspects than what you can buy at the store. It has more vitamins. It's like just the fact that it's more fresh. It tastes better. It's not sprayed with God knows what. You know what you're growing. You know what you're putting in your soil. You know where it comes from. Plus, you have the self-satisfaction of, growing your own stuff. So, short answer is yes, and long answer, we
Yes.
could talk about it for weeks. It'd still be yes.
When you can buy a bag of kale and it lasts for 3 months in your refrigerator, something's wrong.
Right.
There's stuff on that shouldn't be there. You absolutely grow your own food. And there's just something about picking a tomato from your garden and making a sandwich in your kitchen. It is with it. There's just something about that sense of accomplishment.
Do you walk around your garden with a piece of a salt and pepper in your pockets, like for your first tomato?
I didn't think of that, but I could.
Like I was thinking of getting, those little mini ones for camping, so that when you go out in the garden, like your first tomato's there, instead of waiting inside the house,
right?
Eat it right away.
I was gonna say for the food thing, I was at the grocery store on Friday, and I know the cost of everything has gone up, but I saw a couple things that were just shocking. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, but those bags of lettuce that you can buy, the romaine hearts?
Yeah.
$7 for either 2 or 3. And I was like, you know how many I can plant for that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not only that, but I get heirloom and organic seeds. So I get much better quality.
Speaking of that, you can buy a 10 by 20 tray at the dollar store. Fill it with potting soil from the dollar store, which is certified organic. The ones I have at my my dollar store.
Right.
You can buy a pack of seed at Canadian Tire if you want, which is organic. And in that 10 by 20, you can buy a mix of lettuce seed pack and just throw it all of that and just put it under a window seal. All of that cost probably $8. Would give you
less.
Last year for like weeks and weeks and weeks of, and you just have to cut a little bit from the mother plant and then it's going to regrow. You cut a little bit, it's going to grow. You just leave it a couple of leaves per head and it's just going to regrow. It blows my mind away when I see those prices. Like I love eating salad, but I no longer buy it because
we're finding too. when we do get like strawberries, if we don't eat them in 2 days,
They're gone.
they're bad, because with the shortages and everything, by the time they're getting to us, they're even older than they usually are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're like, I was like heartbroken. I had to throw away so many strawberries last week, and I'm like, I literally bought these 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Not
When
thinking.
it comes to fruits, I find that buying them frozen, you have more for your money.
Yeah.
And I find that they taste better, and
Yeah.
they're picked, they're washed, and they're frozen. So if you compare, I know it's frozen, so it's not all that great, but if you compare to buying it and then bringing it home, putting it in your freezer, and you feel like eating strawberries, you're limited in what you can do with it. But I find that you're going to get an overall better experience from a frozen fruit than buying something super expensive and being disappointed.
Yeah.
Because
I was
most of
gonna
the
say-
time, oh, sorry.
So no, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was gonna say, Lynn, you did a video a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, about the pine berries from Costco.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I found them. They were on, like, I got them and I enjoyed them, but they they have at TSC or PV Mart or whatever. They
Mhm.
have, you can buy I think it has 6 plants in it for $6 or something. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
What
Oh,
is that?
I have to go where ours is. Our son gets his bottom braces this week, and there's a PV where we're going. I'll go check. I loved them. Like, they didn't go bad because we ate them all.
These
Oh
ones.
my gosh.
Those are alpine berries, no?
They're white pine strawberry, or
And where
white,
did you get those?
PV Mart. And then also, I'm not sure if it was you, Remy, but there was Yukon potatoes there.
No, that
Okay.
was me. I was
Well,
looking
it
for
was
you.
all of us.
All of us. I was looking for
Yeah.
Yukon potatoes.
I got 2 3-pound bags from there. But they're on sale. I think it was $5 or $6.99. So I don't know if you guys have that store near you, but
What's it called? No, the
PV
store.
Mart?
Oh,
No, we don't
PV
have
Mart. It was TSC, but they've changed
Yeah.
the name to PV Mart.
No, we don't have that. Like those strawberries, like from the image, I would like lick at the image. They look so.
They were delicious. Like, they were
Are-
sweeter than red
Are
ones.
they dried or they're live?
The roots, I think. Eh?
These are, I haven't opened them yet, so let me take a
I think
peek.
they're bare roots.
If
I think
they're
they're
bare
bare roots.
roots,
They're a hybrid. Because I was planning on saving the seeds from the strawberries I bought, but then I found out they were a hybrid. So
yeah, but they're gonna throw on some suckers.
but so I found the plants.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah, my strawberries this year, we just lost the snow, and I've got a 4x8, kind of like a raised bed, just for my strawberries, and they are trying to take over the garden. It's craziness. They'll throw off some serious suckers.
The alpines, the yellow ones, the ones I just bought from seed, they don't throw off. They don't have suckers. That's one of the reasons why I bought them, so that you can save the seeds and then plant them where you want. But because when you sow strawberries, the first couple of years you have to remove the suckers so that the plant concentrates on
making
an actual plant.
Right.
If you don't cut the suckers, you'll just won't have strawberries I think it's the first year or first 2 years. I can't remember.
They are bare. They're roots.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta check out my lady's hind end. So she's standing up and she's making noises. So
I got in late Friday night and early yesterday morning. I was right outside checking on things. My rhubarb's all coming up, my garlic's
Nice.
all coming up, and I'm like, when we talk about growing your own food, I mean, I'm such a geek, but it's just, I always am like, I can't believe this itty bitty seed, right, produces what we get. Like, it's so cool to think that just that one little seed, and before you know it, you're picking 4 or 5 bell peppers off a plant.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty cool to me anyway. And I get so excited every year. Every year when things grow, I go out and I'm clapping and I'm talking to the plants. Oh, you did so good.
When some are perennials and I see them coming back every year, I'm like, I am amazed that our minus 40 degrees Celsius does not kill them. It just blows my mind. Every year my thyme comes back, my rosemary comes back. My chives come back, and I don't do anything to protect them. Like, I just let the leaves that falls on the ground, I let them in the garden, and then piles of snow goes on it, and then they just come back. It's so fun to see that you don't have to work for perennial plants other than in the spring to remove the like whatever is around the plant and weed it.
Yeah.
And remove what's died, and then you just have a bigger plant. Like, you start with something this big, and then poof, it just gets bigger
Right
and bigger
now.
and bigger.
Talking about perennials, I was able to finally get my seeds for sea kale, which is
Nice.
perennial. It cost me $18. Guess how many seeds I had in a package?
I don't know.
Three seeds.
I do hope that
They better work. They better
every one
sprout.
of them
They better
works.
grow.
they better work. How's your little mama, Angie?
She's probably gonna have a baby soon, but not right this second. Like, probably within the next hour, because I just watched her push. So
When you have time, if you think of it, can you send me a pictures of those strawberry?
yeah,
That you found.
Yeah.
I'm curious about them.
they
I've
have
seen it before, I don't
they're
remember.
like a regular strawberry. They have a hint of like pineapple, but I didn't taste a strong hint of that.
No, I didn't either.
Small, just a small little, like they're a little different than regular
So
strawberries.
it's like a tropical flavor.
I'm
They're
assuming.
pine berries, right?
I loved them. They were so good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch up on some comments.
So
What company makes them, Hanji? Is it
Mackenzie. Yeah,
Okay, you can find them on the
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie website.
yeah.
Really?
I think they were $6 or $7.99.
I think Vessie's Seeds has them too. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think
No?
so. No, I don't. I might be wrong.
I just got the new
Mackenzie?
catalog. Just a second. They send me catalogs like every month.
Me too. I think they want us to spend money.
Those catalogs are dangerous to me. So I just go onto a couple websites every year and and shop then.
Yeah. I remember when you get, little flyers, black and white pictures and stuff. Now they're full color catalogs, man. Sears and Roebuck had nothing on. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, they're out of stock on their website.
Okay.
That's sad.
I think this one's all flowers.
Okay, I would
Which
have
is
to go. I
cool.
think I saw these at Home Depot last year. I would have to check. Okay, let's catch up on comments. In the Civil War, they had a wood stove outside and tubed the chimney through tents to warm them. I think it worked for greenhouses.
That's why they put all the tents in a straight row so that they could just pipe it through. You get some radiant heat. They ended up, I think they discontinued that because of the
We're going
problems with fire and
I would be scared.
yeah.
I'm not sure what Patrick is saying 100%, but I think he was agreeing with your short answer, yes, long answer, yes. I think that's what he meant. Yes, yes.
I can keep the camera rolling if you want, but she's trying to have a baby.
It's up to you if you don't mind.
I can mute it because she'll start screaming here soon.
Yeah, maybe mute it, and the curious out of us can watch it.
How do I? Oh, stop mic. No, I don't want to stop cam. Oh, mute right there. Okay,
It's the first button on your left.
got it.
Yes, we should. We know what's on it. True. Long answer, yes, with many S's. I agree. All the time recalls with bacteria.
Yes, every time you turn around, they're recalling something.
Well, it's funny. I don't buy greens, so I never am affected by the recalls.
No, we aren't either, but
I never have issues when I buy chocolate either.
That's so true. With shortage here, every head of lettuce or turnip. It's true. Like every time I go to the store, the root vegetables don't seem to be out of stock. But peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, brassicas, they only have them in smaller quantities. because cabbage season, thankfully, is coming soon. I bought a 2-liter of milk and croton this morning for $11. Holy shit! Sorry,
Nope, that's what that coined it right there.
but that's Canadian. That's Canadian.
Okay, but I do have to ask, what is cretin?
Croton is a meat spread.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't know that either.
It's a Quebec traditional meal that we normally eat during Christmas time and New Year's, Thanksgiving, Easter, stuff like that. It's basically meat with broth that you boil down for many, many hours, and preferably pork. Sometimes veal.
Well, I was in Florida. I did a little bit of shopping, of course, because I haven't been in the States in over 2 years. I was shocked, and I think a lot of Canadians who do a lot of shopping are going to be shocked that prices are no better over in the States, and they are like my parents had warned me that the deals, and especially with the exchange, their dairy was crazy in Florida. Like they've been hit hard too. So it's not, for once, it's not just us here in Canada.
Well, they don't have the taxes we have.
No, I think Florida's 9% sales tax.
I think we're close to 15 here in Quebec.
Yeah, we're 13 here in Ontario, but.
Well, at least frozen, they are picked fully mature, where all the vitamins are full fresh. They are picked white with a lot less vitamin there. That's so true. That's why sometimes I prefer buying frozen fruits and vegetables, because at least I have the best of the two worlds. It's not from my garden, but at least I'm going to have what my body needs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I might massacre your last name. Hello, Louis Mastro Mateo. I hope I'm saying it right. Hey, everybody, I just got a recommendation that I should pop in and say hi and watch this channel. Hi.
Welcome.
Oh. Who had noise in their background? Naughty.
Stupid phone. My mother's messaging me like crazy, and I thought I turned off the sound.
No worries. This is a good recommendation. You got Louis. Oh, I think Marilyn shared my this live in the Canadian group.
I shared it everywhere I could too.
I did. I posted it on Facebook.
Thank you. Yeah. I forgot. I had one job to do this morning when I got up, and I forgot to do that.
All 3 of my Facebook friends are here. No.
Okay, so I make a pancake syrup with frozen fruits. It's true. I do that with my kids. They don't know the difference. They don't know that it was frozen fruits or.
She having the baby?
I think so. Ooh, nice. We're gonna see live ghosts. Who is there gonna be able to say that they have a live birth on their live? I'm so excited to see the baby.
You gotta put that right up in the description when you go back to do the backside editing. Put that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Plus live birth of a goat. Well, if Angie permits me to do it. What else? With that garden deeds you were doing, I wanted to give a starter garden with 10 plants to 10 families to try to help someone grow. That's a nice way of doing it.
Yeah.
So, what are you talking about, Patrick? Because I'm a bit behind with comments. $18 for 3.
The season.
Remy's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that had to be a shocker.
Well, there was shipping included, but still, I mean, it was $18 for 3 seeds.
Yeah.
You better carefully walk those to the dirt. And
I'm gonna read on them for sure to know exactly.
You should talk to them and sing to them. They're gonna grow. Even more fun, some perennials herbs are ready to harvest as soon as the ground thaws. It's true. In 2-3 weeks, if my chickens don't run away out of their pen, I should be able to have chocolate mint very soon.
Nice. I've already got heel all growing in my yard. It's greened up and it's ready to go in my yard.
I didn't hear that. What do you have ready?
Heel all heel.
What's that?
It's a medicinal herb.
I don't know that one.
I can't tell you what it does right now offhand, but
It does something. I'm sure
yeah.
it does.
It's
Makes
good
you
for
lose
you.
It's good for you.
If something's
have-
wrong with you and it's the specific something it's for, then you're good.
Okay, again, Patrick, I'm so sorry. Early's in Saskatchewan as them. What is it? What are you talking about?
The pineapple, pineberry seeds.
Pineberry seeds. Early's in.
I'm following it at the same time we talk, so I know.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be has them.
Yeah.
Has them. Okay. I really have to go to Home Depot now to see if they. So, I wanted to plant a strawberry patch this year, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. Annie, I might have too many alpine plants because I sowed 40 seeds and I only need 20. So I might have a little bit too much. There were some mushroom in similar boxes. Okay. I'm kind of lost track.
I think
What?
he's talking about the pineberry, the boxes of the white strawberries that she was showing, or white pine berries.
Okay. Redden the Valley. Welcome to the chat. This is the first time I see your name. Yay, Angie, she's definitely kidding. This is fun.
I don't know if she's kidding. She looks pretty serious.
Well, she said this, so she's doing something.
No.
I have some heating in my greenhouse, but I don't want to use it as much as possible. I plan to use the heat from the chicken coop to go into the greenhouse plus compost pile. That would be a good way to go. Hello, Belly Acres. We eat creton at brunch. It's true. That's a brunch meal. So, are you from Quebec, Patrick? I'm really behind with comments.
I think he is, yeah.
Wound wart. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Hello, Sean. You got Sean next. Oh, you're
Sean is my guest next Friday.
next live. Heal all is a medicinal all around good to have. Can be steeped like tea or any other way. So there's your answer.
I'm gonna have to research on that.
So Danielle says it looks intense to Angie. I don't know if Angie can hear us, but
I think she did earlier, but she seems very busy right now.
She's busy.
it's okay. No.
Look at her. She's a nurse by.
Well, I think she's assisting the mommy goat. She's really small on my screen, so I can't really see.
She's
We have
doing
some.
great.
You can enlarge her if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You've got the thing.
Let's see. Okay, if I lose you guys, I'll bring you back. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Hold on.
I think you had it, but you would have to select her and put her in your place, I think.
Okay. Okay, let's see if that works.
There she is.
But now she's gone.
Okay. Yes? No? Yep. We had a baby. Yeah, I'll show you. Nice.
Awesome.
Just
On
one?
So far, yeah. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
So adorable. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, good mom.
Yeah, it's a big baby, so I don't know. I'm gonna check her to see if she has more.
Is that your goat that was super huge?
This one, I don't even know what it is yet, but yeah, it's a big baby compared to the ones that were just born.
So we'll leave her to have a little bit of privacy with her newborn.
Oh, that was so exciting.
Yes.
A minute old and a
At
YouTube
first, she was
star.
having trouble pushing it out, and then I was like, okay, I mean, I know you're supposed to leave him for half an hour, but I couldn't tell if it was the hooves or the face.
Oh, so you thought the baby was the wrong way.
Yeah, I thought it was folded, so I was like, thank God. But I'm going to check her. I'll put it back on mute, but I'll check her to see if she has more in there.
Do you want us to find, can you find the sex of the baby?
Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you.
Cool.
I hope it's a girl.
Girl.
Yes, let's hope it's a girl.
Girl.
Screaming like a girl.
Oh, me.
I was thinking it was whining like a man, so.
Oh,
Nice catch up.
yeah.
So a moment of silence. Dun, dun, dun.
Drum roll.
Girl.
We have a girl.
That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on the comments.
I'll tell you if I can feel more.
Okay. Prunella
Welcome to the world, little one.
vulgaris, good for the sore throat and many, many ailments.
Yeah,
Healed.
that's the actual Latin
Name. Okay.
Yeah.
Also known around Worth and Carpenter's herbs.
I don't know.
So Patrick
don't
is
know.
from the Eastern Township.
Okay.
So Patrick says, amazing, we can see goat delivering.
I can't tell if she has more. I'm not an expert in that area, but
Well, you will be able to tell.
yeah,
She can go back
you do
into
something
labor.
called a bump test.
Mhm.
And so you just kind of push up on their belly, but it still feels really firm to me. So I don't know how to tell if there's a baby or not.
She could be having more contractions.
But as long she gave me a girl, so
right?
Do you want some name suggestions?
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you want some name suggestions?
Give them all. We still haven't named the first babies yet.
Okay, so if you guys want to help Angie and Mike name this little female,
She was born on my son's birthday.
cool. And good mama licking baby already.
Yeah.
So Patrick says YouTube star hand.
Yeah, I said she's 2 minutes old and already a YouTube star.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll name her Star.
We could. Talk about first row seat. Yes, I agree, Danielle.
I told everybody I wanted a girl. So finally I got 2 girls. I'm happy about that.
Nice. Okay, so I'm all caught up. So would you guys say it's worth it with all the efforts you need to put in to grow your own food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Another short answer. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm going to bring back everyone so I can see you guys' face, because now I can't see you guys.
Yeah, I was hiding behind the duck for a while there.
The duck? Oh! God! Okay, now you're playing with me. This is going to be an interesting live to watch back.
When you had the comment down below, it's smaller like it is now. I was fine, but as soon as you removed the comments, my face was right behind the logo.
Sorry about that. I was too
makes me look
excited
bad.
with the birth. So I
Oh,
didn't see
Remy,
the
you
behind
quack
your
me up.
Oh, we have some suggestions of name. When you come back, Angie, I'll read them to you. Actually, I'll wait that she comes back to read the comments so I don't lose track. So you guys would say that you find it still worth it regardless of all the efforts, regardless of the pests and all.
I will say some days with the pest, you're like, oh my gosh, is this worth it? To me, it's not just, I mean, a big part is feeding my family healthier and saving money and preserving what we can to get us through the year. But I feel closer to God when I am outside. And when I'm in my garden growing something, I really feel closer. I mean, I have tea often in my garden in the mornings, just as the sun's coming up in the summer. And just, I swear you can almost, if you listen quietly, you can hear the things growing.
Yeah.
And so to me, what it does for me mentally makes it all worth it, much more so even than all the other good things that come with it.
So through the hardship, you find peace.
Yes, absolutely.
So therapy. So food and therapy.
Yep. Free therapy. Well, maybe not free.
Mostly free. Mostly.
Well, it's not free, but to go on what Eko-Santek is saying right now, if I'm not in my garden, I'm probably gonna be out with some friends, spending some gas, buying a bag of chips to play PlayStation or
Or
play a game
beer.
of cards or play a game of poker, or beer. Well, I'm drinking beer anyway, so that doesn't count.
That doesn't
But
count. Okay. Sorry.
you know what I mean? Like I'm here in my garden. I'm not wasting money somewhere else. So that money that I would have put somewhere else is invested in time in my garden instead. Plus, you can't really measure how often you get sick, or I've had some stomach issues. The only summer where I spent the whole summer eating straight from the garden, my stomach issues were gone. So I stopped taking pills at that point for my stomach. Of course, I still eat some junk food here and there. I'm not a saint, but it's way better. My health is way better than it used to be. So even just for that aspect, I mean, it might cost more on the short term, but on the long term, with the health benefits, with the fact that you're not out, spending money somewhere else, it's all worth it. To me, there's no doubt. It's like having an activity where you can put some food in the freezer after for free, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, you need to take care of yourself now. So if you invest on your health now, you'll be able to thrive. Well, technically, you'll be able to thrive as you get older instead of trying to fix the problems that your lifestyle created when you are older, and then you won't be able to thrive in your older days, because technically we're doing everything we're doing now so that at one point we can enjoy
Right.
without.
I would rather have the failures and the setbacks now, which it is getting to the point where we need more and more, and it just makes more and more sense as time goes on to raise your own food. But if we had a year where, say, the shortages got, like, everything went the way of TP in 2020, then I would rather have the failure now than then, at a time when the shortages make it impossible to get the stuff, because I learn so much every year. I learn more from my failures than I do my successes.
Yep, absolutely.
And I learn a lot.
And it's funny that people only talk about their success. They never talk about their failures. They never share it, never talk about it, never or they do, but they only say like the first couple of steps. They don't go all the way. It has to be perfect, but they learn so much from the whole situation. And I'm sure that our failures are similar failures. Like, I'm sure whatever I have failed here, somewhere, someone around this planet is experiencing something similar.
Yeah.
So by sharing your failures, also, you're helping others to learn from your mistake.
My brother was just telling me today that he says, yeah, you just post anything. He says, you have your first greenhouse try totally destroyed, and you post it anyway. He says, I don't understand it. I said, well, that's part of being real on the homestead. Everything
well, you're
doesn't
saying
work out.
to people that if you want to grow food, there is an investment. And if you do the cheap way out, it's going to cost you double. Yeah. This is not an offense. Like, I did that. I went cheap because I didn't have the funds and I wanted it now. So I went cheap and it ended up costing me twice my time, twice the money, twice the investment, and the frustration of being wrong. Like, I should have waited a couple of more months and invested in the first place, so I would not go through all the frustration of the failure. But we all do it. We all go down that road.
Mm-hmm.
I already have failures this year. When I left, I had my tomato starts a little bit closer to the light, and I forgot to move them away. And I came back, and of course, the first thing I did after saying hi to my kids, I walked into my greenhouse to check on everything, and they're all, I don't know if they're going to survive. I have starts coming because I ordered starts from one of the seed companies. I can't remember this at this point anymore. But I'll be doing an update, and I'm going to share it because.
Well, for starting tomato seeds, it's not too late.
Yeah, exactly. And if we want more people to do what we're doing, trying to grow more food, be more self-sufficient, we have to show them that it's all not all pretty and everything works out great and la, la, la. We have to be willing to show them that sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And sometimes you screw up. You know?
Yeah. Well, I feel by sharing the true story, people will connect much more with you. Mm-hmm. Because you're being a true person. You're sharing the true vision, the true history, the true journey. If someone only shares their success, people will be attracted to them. But at one point, they will feel that, it's probably not the right word, but they would feel fake because they never share the whole journey, the whole circle. Because through failures, you're going to have success. Through success, it brings more failure. And then with more failure brings more success. So it's a full circle. But if you never see someone struggle, it's hard to connect with this person. Well, this is my experience personally, because they're showing that they're human, that they're trying, they're failing, and then they're succeeding.
And I think it makes person at home say, oh, I can never do this. Like, oh, I did this, I did everything and it failed. It must be me. I'm just going to give up and not even try this, and that's not fair because, we're human. And I don't know.
Our society
I learn something new every year with gardening. Every year I learn something new.
Of course. It's something we forgot as humans. We make mistakes. We are not perfect. There's no such thing as being perfect.
Nope.
Okay, before I get told I'm behind on comments, I'll read some a little bit. Danielle says, is it worth it? It would be worth it even if food wasn't expensive, so fulfilling, and it tastes better. Mm-hmm. Not just for my family, but also because I share and I know others share. It's true. We can share. If you have over, always share. Time and money. It's not how you save it, it's how you spend it. Better to be gardening than watching useless TV shows. Well, TV shows, yes. Other YouTube channels, no. That's because that's where I learned. Definitely a therapy. I've always raised my own food more so now than ever. At this age, it's an addiction. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm in denial.
I regret nothing.
Me neither. Definitely not free, but definitely freeing.
That's a good quote for a t-shirt.
Yep. Yes.
Yes. Plus, if your kids are helping, they are learning and family time. That's a bonus. Fresh food is medicine. I have to learn to eat fresh. I'm always like picking things and freezing or can it for later. I have difficulties to pick a strawberry and eat it there, for example. You have to at least enjoy what you know. Just a little bit.
How you don't.
It's like sometimes I actually do the contrary. Like I have all these beautiful tomatoes on my counter and I'm like, I need to do sauce with them, but I want a sandwich. Oh, sauce and salad. I'm like, screw it, having a sandwich. It's just one tomato. Um, it's hard to balance to work and gardening. Sometimes it is better to work and buy. Yet, I often choose to garden and grow food. Uh, okay. That is an excellent comment. I don't work. So I would not be able to say working
Right.
and gardening and preserving. It is my full-time job to be a mom, homesteader, and taking care of this house. But if I was to work, I would definitely change many things that I'm doing. I would orient myself more as a market garden. I would have like one variety of like cauliflower. I would not concentrate on like all the varieties, so that I would have like one harvest or a couple harvest, so that I can preserve most of my food.
I
Like
don't totally agree with you, Annie. Before you go any further,
I was gonna say I
stay
was
at
gonna have
home mom,
uh-huh.
full time job.
Yep. That's what I just said. You don't
Well,
work
no,
outside
It
the
is a
house,
job.
you work.
No, I'm not saying I don't work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
know what you
I'm not
mean.
a person that leaves my house at 8 o'clock in the
work.
morning to go work,
Right.
like, and being like bringing money inside the house. My work, my job is doing what I'm doing, like YouTube,
Yep.
the homesteading, the mom. Like, I probably work more than someone that
Yes.
leaves to have an office, because sometimes when my kids are in bed at 7, I go in the garden, I harvest food, and then I preserve it, and I go to bed at midnight. But if I
Mhm.
had a normal job, I would only work 80, like, I don't know, it's like what, 35, 40 hours a week plus
Yeah.
traffic. So like I never leave my house, but I always work, and it's 7 days a week. But I'm free.
Yeah.
If I want in the morning to go outside at 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, I get to make that decision. So no, I don't work, but like it's like a yes, no answer. But someone that would work and leave the house and not be able to attend the plants, that's why I would say like I would change a little bit my gardening style, so that it would
Yeah.
adapt to my busy schedule of me not being home.
Yeah. So somewhere along the line, I think society went from being working for yourself and being a producer, being having that freedom to choose, okay, I want to work on tomatoes today, I want to work on my onions tomorrow, whatever, to okay, I'm going to go work for someone else to earn the money to buy these things instead. And that's not an entirely bad thing, but I think we've kind of excluded for a long time. Now it's starting to come back, that being a producer and that sense of worth and just all around well-being that it gives you to be connected to the earth, to be involved in the process. It's you just can't put a price on that.
No, you can't. Because in a way, I don't bring in money. I do cost money, but I bring in food.
Which saves money.
Yes. if you don't calculate my seed collection, but yes.
Well, no, I mean, think about it. Every tomato you grow is a tomato you don't have to buy. And
I
you love
haven't bought
tomatoes.
tomato other than ketchup, because obviously I still haven't found a ketchup recipe. But other than ketchup, it's the only tomato product I buy at the store.
And that can save you a lot of money. And then you add in the onions and stuff, which helps you because you're growing ingredients and not full meals.
True.
You're now cooking from scratch, which saves you a lot of money. And I'm starting to work on.
I like my mom when she comes to my house and she sees like I have close to 100 pounds of flour. And she looks at me. She's like, "What are you gonna do with all that?" I'm like, "Mom, I bake." Like I no longer buy cookies from the store. I no longer buy pizza dough from the store. I no longer buy specialty breads. Like my pie crust, I do them. My everything that you can think of that I can make with flour, I make it. And now I actually buy my bread flour. So I have a 20-kilo bag of bread flour, and I have a 20-kilo bag of regular flour. And they all look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, this will only last me maximum 4 or 5 months.
And if you look at the price of the cookies in the store in US dollars, it went from like 350, 320 for a package up over $5 to $6
Yep.
for a package of cookies. So you just saved yourself that cost
Yeah.
of living
Well,
increase.
I actually started doing my cookies and all my desserts because of the food intolerance of my husband. He cannot eat anything that has corn in it. So when you read the ingredients, corn is not only corn. There's some in sugar, and there's other names that corn are derived product. So obviously, every single dessert, jam, jellies. I found some in my relishes. There was cornstarch in relish. For God's sakes, I don't know why there's cornstarch in relish, but anyways, so that's how it started for me. Like baking, I wasn't even a homesteader at that time, but that's how I started understanding. And then I saw all the money I was saving by just buying bulk sugar and bulk flour.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously have to store it, but just by buying those two ingredients, I saved a lot of money. And they were eating desserts more often, but still, it was just like a process that happened without even me noticing it because of the corn intolerance. Save your seeds, have compost, make your own potting soil and fertilizer, and it will be free other than labor and gardening efforts. Absolutely. Learning to save seeds, making your own compost. Potting soil is still something I would have to learn how to do. But I've read that you can do it with some coconut coir, some vermiculite, and perlite, and compost. The only thing, if you do it like that, you'll have weeds in your little pots. But sure, why not? It can almost be free. If one only shows what works, it doesn't show people why it can't be done another way. That's so true, because there's many ways to come to the same result. If you don't fail, you won't have anything to learn on your own. I failed my first sowing of peppers first time in over 10 years, but you learn every day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost Lynn. Lynn, where are you?
I didn't do it.
If it gets too noisy here, I'll mute it again. The other babies are crying now. And I think she has more.
Lynn, you left us.
I have the worst internet in the world.
No worries. Did you just have another baby? Okay, so you think you're going to have another baby?
I think so. Her belly's not squishy, so it's still kind of tough.
Patrick says, I do work from home. It does make it way easier for all the tasks. I think if I would have to work to have like an actual job, I think I would prefer working from home, because at least I can, like, between breaks, and like go outside,
get a few things done.
Yeah, like get a few things done in the morning, because when you arrive from work, like at 5 p.m., like you're exhausted from your day of work, stuck in traffic, and you're maybe not as excited to go in your garden like around that time that if you would work in the morning in the garden.
Especially if you have to go out. I mean, I wake up in the morning, it's okay, breakfast, get ready, take a shower, get dressed, leave to work. I get back from work, it's almost 5 p.m. In the winter, it's dark. I don't have time to do anything.
Yeah.
So if I was working from home, I wouldn't have all that time to get dressed, to get worried, like to get.
You would save at least an hour per day, for sure.
Yeah, just for the traveling, I'd save an hour. And
Angie,
all the
since
time.
you're here, we had a couple suggestions of names.
Oh, cool.
I have to go up a little bit. So one of them, Red in the Valley, suggested Livy for live, baby that was born live. I'm not sure if this is a suggestion. Lingui,
Lingui?
Giddy. I think this is Lynn that suggested that Aries or April.
Oh, that's cute.
And then YouTube. That would be a mouthful, but yes.
Right? YouTube, come here.
Yeah.
I don't know if she has more. She still has her contents after, like the baby sack and stuff.
Mhm.
It's still attached to her, so I don't know. There might be more, but
Star Hand, was that a suggestion? I don't remember.
No,
No.
I said the 2 minutes and
Okay.
she's alive for 2
And
minutes. and was a
Angie
star.
suggested Star. So we
Yeah.
have beautiful names. You'll be able to brainstorm all of those names. Okay, I have to go back. Where was I? Finding where I was in my comments. This is gonna be epic. Okay. You don't work outside the house, but yes, I do. Like I do work. Yes. And I work from home. Okay, so I was here. Capitalism is where most people owns a means of production. Now we have monopolism, where most people work for the few.
On that is
Oh, where's Lynn? Lynn?
Uh-oh. Here she comes. On that Belly
I bet she's
Acres
on ExploreNet internet.
Belly Acres asked if lingui was French for YouTube. I just asked Google, and it says to say YouTube in French, you say YouTube. Go figure.
Okay, so we're having issues with Lynn. Lynn, just message me when you're here because I no longer see you. Since January, I have gone through over 100 pounds of flour. So I guess I'm not the only one that goes.
Ooh, that's some bacon there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna bring some to the conference.
Well, is it Lynn that said she was going to bring those cinnamon rolls?
Yes.
Uh-oh, that's going to be dangerous.
I'm gonna gain weight at the
Yeah,
conference.
all the weight that I will lose now, I'm going to get it back all at convention.
Darren is preparing a nice supper for Thursday night when we get there. Angie's preparing her famous lasagna.
Lasagna.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
Lynn's
eat
gonna
too
make
much,
some
guys. You
cinnamon
won't have
rolls.
room to get back to fit all you in the cars.
Plus the baby goats, plus the
Right.
chickens, plus the rabbits, plus the
Oh, I wish.
eco capitalism. Okay,
Yes.
that's not we do 50 pounds about every 2 weeks because I do a lot from of scratch. You know, you can go through a 50-pound bag of flour quite fast. I use 3 cups of flour for my pizza recipe, my bread recipe, so it goes fast. Especially if you do everything, a 50-pound bag a month is something you can go through very fast.
You ready?
Now, do you guys have a bulk store nearby that you can get it in the
Here in Canada, well, in Quebec, I can't really speak for Canada. We don't have Azure standards. We have OM Food, which is, I think, in Saskatchewan, somewhere, either Saskatchewan or British Columbia. You can order bulk items, which is certified organic. I am privileged. I have 2 mills next to my house, one which is certified organic. I can get my flour there, sunflower oil, and specific cereals. I forgot the name, but anyways, there's some types there. And then I have one in my village that is certified OGM free.
Mhm.
I can buy 20-kilo bags there. Other than that, I have Costco.
Yeah, I was gonna mention Costco.
We don't have that much bulk here.
We have the bulk barn, which is a bunch of candy.
I worked in a bulk. Okay, I worked in a bulk area in my old towns. I wouldn't buy at bulk barn. Like, unless it's something that's very common, that when you go, you see it like always going down. But technically, those things you have to empty them first, wash the entire containers, put new stuff back, and put the new in the bottom and the older on top. That's not what they do. They just fill them up all the time.
Oh.
So it's disgusting. I'm sorry. I don't know if people buy the bulk barn, but I've seen it. I worked in those types of stores.
Well, I
And
used to,
uh,
but now
maybe the stores are different, but where I worked in the bulk barn where I used to live, that's what they used to do.
I've heard some pretty creepy stories too, so I'm done. The bulk barn
Unless
also.
like you know the owner and you ask them how they rotate their bulk items and you feel comfortable, go for it. Bulk barn is a good option. But I find that price-wise, you might as well go to Costco.
Right now, there's a big guy in a suit and tie smoking a cigar watching this live stream saying, "You used to work at a bulk food store, but you never will again."
No, I will never work again. I got fired because I threw out a cashew bin. It was full. I threw everything out because there was a spider nest in it. There was like like a huge nest of spiders. So when I took it, I threw everything out. I brought the container in the back. I put it in the sink. I brought a new container in the front and filled the cashews. I know how much cashews value. That's like 15 years ago. I know the price of cashews has gone up, but at the time I know it was like skyrocketed. And he called me so many names. I'm like, it's disgusting. You can't sell this to a customer. You can actually get called on this and have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I got fired. So, well, no, actually, no. On paper, it says that I was I gave my notice of démission. How I said that in English?
Did you quit?
I on my paper, it said that I quit. He did not give me any choice. I had to quit. He did not want to put that he fired me because then he has to give me
severance or
anyways, he has to give me something. Anyways,
unemployment.
that's it. He didn't want to give me unemployment. Anyways, ... That was my 2 cents on that. But if I was given the choice of buying bulk, I prefer going to either Walmart and buy what's on special, preserve it, or the OM food I just mentioned. It's a Canadian company, or Costco. But Costco costs you a membership.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, we have
in the long run if you buy a lot, but if you don't.
Well, just for the toilet paper and all the frozen fruits and all the frozen vegetables I buy and all the good prices I get from it, it actually adds up for the saving of the card. I think the card is 69 plus tax, or 79 plus tax.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but like I buy my flour there, I buy my sugar there, and I buy all my frozen fruits are from there because I can find them organic, and like I buy a lot of bulk items there. My olive oil comes from there, but since I can grow so much of my food, during the summer I no longer buy any fruits and vegetables in any store. So
There's a Costco. 64 miles is the closest Costco to me.
I mean, it's 36 minutes from my house, so it's not that bad. But my husband passes in front of it before coming to our house, so he goes with his big truck to Costco. He loves me every single time. He goes with his big flatbed at Costco.
And that's just for flour.
Yeah, no. When I send him to Costco, it's for flour, sugar, and like all my bulk items. Every time he goes, I make sure that toilet paper, Scott towels. So he loves me when I send him there with his big truck. Okay, so I'm behind on comments, so I'm gonna catch up. Is Lynn back? No.
Oh, she's saying that her internet is really bad.
Okay, well, Lynn, if you can pop back in, let me know. We might have to do a part 2 because I only asked you guys like 3 questions. Oh, I think Lynn is back. Lynn, you're alive. Are you there? Lynn? Okay, she's frozen. I'll read the comments. I think that Melissa is trying to say that she grows food because she has a big family. I like when I have a craving of chocolate dessert that I can have one in 30 minutes without going to the store. Yes. That's an epic snack. Right. We live like an hour and a half from big stores, and we have to learn to make do with what we have. True. Sometimes if I'm lacking something, I don't go to the store at all. Because like it's half an hour away from my house. So if I'm out of milk, I'm not going to the store for milk.
Well, yeah, when you get a I don't want to say stock, when you get enough in your pantry, then you keep track of what you use, and that way you say, okay, I have to restock sugar this month. You know,
I
and
try.
so you try to get everything in one push.
Yeah, I always try like to have like at least a 5-kilo bag of sugar all the time, a 50-pound bag of flour all the time. Canning jar lids, I try to have at least 2 cases full. Like I always have like, I don't have a list yet. I know I have to do my list, but I always try to have the list of what I need to buy so that I don't run out. But I also do the same thing with what I grow. Like I make sure that the inventory of what I grow I will have enough to bring inside the pantry. Mm-hmm. Hello, Kendra. Lynn wants to know if you had another baby.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
She's like doing what she did about 25 minutes before the first one. So she gives little pushes and she's doing grunts. So
I don't know what lingy means. I can't remember who suggested this name. I can't remember.
How do you spell it?
Lingui? No, wait. Where is it? This lingy. Sorry.
Ling. I will see if it means anything.
Yes, we go through a lot of flour too. So I'm not the crazy one, like the crazy flour lady.
There's a new nickname for you.
The crazy flour lady. Flour lady, like chicken, flour, sunflower, tomato. It's 25 pounds a week and 50 a month. Holy cow, that's a lot of flour. I'm sure your family eats like kings and queens every day. Everything in bulk around here is now bagged. Sometimes you have to kind of go, like when I buy organic bulk sugar, the bag is not recyclable. If I buy cane sugar that's GMO free, the bag is recyclable. That bugs me so much. Like I want to have the raw, like the raw sugar, but like I have to put the bag in the garbage. But sometimes like you can't win them all.
I'm thinking about trying to grow some sugar beets this year to try and make my own sugar. I don't know what the process is. Haven't looked into it a bit, but somebody mentioned it.
I think it was Angie, because Angie sent me some seeds from a sugar beet. You're alone, so it might be possible to grow all of your sugar.
Yeah, I use a lot of sugar.
Well, like, I'm a coffee drinker, and I put sugar in my coffee, and I have 2 coffees a day. So
yeah. I got the idea from Hickory Croft. Hickory Croft grew it, and they made their own sugar from it. So they have videos out on it. It wasn't a huge harvest, the video that they did, but they're going to have more
nice.
This year. So
that's the sugar beets?
Yeah.
The ones you send me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try them.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna grow sugar beets.
Yeah. I know. I bought because we couldn't find them in Canada at all, so I found them at My Gardener, and I'm like, oh, I know some Canadians are gonna want this, so I think I bought like 15 packs, and they all have 100 seeds in them.
Nice.
I just sent them along when I sent seeds to other people.
Nice. Are they hybrid? I don't think they're hybrids because if you let one go to seed,
yeah,
you might be able to
seeds from them.
Yeah.
Kendra says we buy a lot of bulk products in Ottawa. It's an organic, non-GMO. If we don't care about organic, then you can get it in almost any city around us. Sells. That's nice. In Quebec, there's not that much bulk.
I'm gonna grab the baby so I can show you guys real quick.
Okay, I'll switch the camera.
Mom's done licking, so.
Wait. How do I switch? Okay. Nice.
Remove.
I can read the comments. No worries, Lynn. If you can pop back in, you can come back.
Holy cow, it's like a pony.
Oh, look at the mama in the back. She's like, my baby.
It's so cute. It's okay. I thought she was black, but she's all brown. She's chocolate brown.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Cool.
we'll see tomorrow, but okay.
Mommy's really not happy.
Yeah, mommy says, I did all the work. Why is she getting all the attention?
I did all the worrying. I get 5 seconds.
Right?
Yeah.
We're being neglected.
Sorry for like kiboshing the garden talk.
No worries.
No,
It's fun.
absolutely.
I'm sure this is going to be an epic live.
Most people that watch these our channels will know that the homestead, sometimes you can't plan.
No. So you
Yeah,
start planning, you execute the plan, you try to make it work, and then the plan goes off the rail, and then you throw away the plan. That's about it.
Pretty much all the time.
Back to work. High winds finally quit. Thank you. Well, you were here, Lynn. So we're gonna have to do a part 2 because Lynn's internet is not working well.
Okay.
You're saving gas for Annie. What does this mean?
When you send your husband to get the bulk, I think that's when.
Oh, yes. Well, he's there.
Right.
So if he's passing in front of it and he has to do a 5-minute detour, comparing me taking my car, going all the way down to the nearest city, 30 or 40 minutes, and then coming all the way back, and I save the time of not going through the road. Because it's 30 minutes to go, 30 minutes to come back, and 45 minutes there. And I can get sidetracked, especially if there's plants.
There's a garden store on the way.
Yes,
If I
and there's
let
a
her
garden
go, I'll never
center.
see her again.
Like the
I had
Costco's.
Oh, sorry. I was
Go
going to say I had a friend that was at the PV Mart that picked up the strawberries and stuff. So she called me to ask if I wanted potatoes because I was asking around to see, if anybody knew where I could buy bulk potatoes. And so she was at PV Mart. And then she sent me a clip of the flyer to show me potatoes. And I'm like, oh, can you get me strawberries? Oh, can you get me ivermectin? I'm like, I'm not even at the store and I'm sidetracked.
No, we don't do that. No, it's not. It's not like us to do that. You need to grow enough fruits to freeze till harvest. I can't do that. Like I would have to have like 5 freezers just for fruits, especially with my kids.
5 wouldn't be enough.
I just have a little freezer on top of my fridge, and it's just me, but I put
Is it
away a
working?
lot of food.
Hi, Lynn. How's the internet? Oh, I think she's frozen again.
Yeah.
We have a group of Nourrir that is building here. Hope it works. I don't know what that is. Yes, the nearest grocery store beside Foodland is 50 minutes away. Costco is an hour and 40 minutes away, so bulk is the only way to shop. I have a video on processing sugar beets to molasses. Ooh, that's nice.
Cool.
And she shared the video. Marilyn shared the video. Sugar beets are how they plant for sugar here. Thank you, Marilyn. That's not for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. Not one to crack for a goat, but wow. Oh, it's so cute. Hello, Heirloom Permaculture.
Hello, Heirloom.
I think this is the first time you're here. And we just had a live birth. Angie Top Corner had her goat had a baby, a little female. Are you back, Lynn?
Sure, you're on mute.
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay, so I'll try to ask one more question. What would you suggest to someone that wants to start growing their food? Like, first thing, brand new, never garden.
Start now.
Other than that.
Start how you feel comfortable, because there's always going to be opinions. When I first started, I didn't grow by seed. And I grew by, like, I bought the plants from a nursery. And so I had a lot of people at that time, oh, you should start by seed. But I didn't want that to get, discourage me. I just wanted to grow food. The further I got into gardening, the more I realized for myself why I want to grow from seed. But there's going to be a million different opinions. We, like, all 5 of us here probably have different ways to grow things. The point is just start with how you feel comfortable. If it's your first garden, and just ask people, ask if you don't know something, ask, research, but yeah. So just grow however you can and with whatever situation you have, and don't worry about everyone else's opinion.
I believe in the same way. It doesn't matter where your seedling comes from. If you don't have a space to grow seedlings, you don't think you have the setup to grow seedlings, and you would have to go the first year buying seedlings, it's okay, because you're going to get food. The only thing when you buy seedlings from the nursery, unless like you have a specialized nursery, I have 3 nurseries near my house. One of them has some heirlooms. They're not like, wow heirlooms, but there are some.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're lucky enough to have a nursery that carries heirloom, you're going to be able to like have some of those beautiful varieties.
Yeah.
But even in hybrids, you have some good food in those nurseries. Also, there are some people that does plant sales. Like, they have overstocks of plants, and you can actually get them for cheaper than the nursery. So it's okay to buy seedlings from the store when you start.
Yeah.
I would
lost
say,
Lynn again.
oh no, I would say grow what you eat. Grow stuff that you like. If you don't like carrots, don't grow carrots.
I was going to say that.
because it's it's great unless it's something that, hey, you find out that you have a knack for growing carrots, and then you have something to give to family and friends and trade and barter and all that stuff. But absolutely start somewhere. There are books. YouTube is full. You've got 5 great resources up here, and a bunch more in the chat that will help you with any questions you have.
Yeah.
Did you answer, Remy? I can't remember.
Well, basically, just don't my English there. Don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
If you fail at something, don't be afraid to try again. And if you fail a second time, like Tracy said, go out there, find the information, try to find why it
Community.
work, and go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
I was gonna say my very first garden was probably my most successful one, and I knew nothing other than what I researched a little bit. And now that I've been growing for a few years, I still get great harvest and stuff, but I don't know what the difference is, but from my very first garden, it was smaller, so I didn't get as much produce, but I got a lot of produce, and I grew multiple things. I overwhelmed myself the first year, but I don't know how half the stuff grew. I really don't, but it did.
That's also something that people need to take in consideration. Like what Tracy said, grow your food that you will eat. But you don't need to have that huge garden the
Right.
first year, because it might get a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
And like maybe concentrate on a couple things. Like if you know that you like cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers, and experiment with that, and then learn from that, and then grow more the years after. Are you there, Lynn?
Yes, I connected directly to the internet and it seems to be working better.
Nice. Did you hear the question, or you want me to repeat?
Please repeat.
What would you suggest to someone that's just starting brand new, like a first year growing their food? They want to grow food, but they have no idea where to start.
Oh, well, to me, I'm a research person. For anything, I research. I definitely would, and I'd also like, this is a great resource. And I'll say one thing about the homestead community. If you ask a question, you're going to get help. Like, everyone is so darn helpful. And if the person you're asking doesn't know, they'll tell you someone who will know.
Obviously.
Right.
So that would be my first. The other thing is I don't want people to think that, like you said, you have to have a lot of land, because we lived in military housing for many, many years and did not have a lot of land. And quite frankly, sometimes the soil was horrible. And I grew a lot of things in pots. Tomatoes, I'm going to grow my tomatoes this year in pots, actually, because I had such great success doing it in the past. I'm going to go back to doing that. And don't feel like you have to grow from seed. I didn't grow from seed for a very, very long time because I never had the space or the setup to grow from seed. And I still buy starts. I still have quite a few starts that are going to be coming in the mail in the next few weeks. Woohoo, it's like Christmas. I can't wait for it to show up. But don't think you have to grow from seed, because there's so many, and you're helping support a local, nursery or farmer's market or things like that. Like, you're helping out your fellow neighbors. So don't think, oh, I can't do this because I didn't grow from seed.
Right.
Get a start if you have to. Like, seriously, starts are great. And sometimes, like, we had snow last year in June, and I lost all my peppers, all my tomatoes, and I had to start everything from starts last year.
Oh God, I was so horrible.
Yeah, so that was heartbreaking. So please don't. I don't want people to get, because I think sometimes some channels, none of ours, but some of them make people think that you have to do this on a great big scale, and you have to have all this equipment, and you have to have like we don't have a John Deere tractor. All we have is what is in our arms. Well, we have a 4-wheeler now, which is going to help a little bit for some things, but I mean, I get comments from people on my page all the time saying, I never thought I could do something so simple and have that. And I'm like, oh, like, it breaks my heart when people think you have to live on, we're only on 3 acres. We're not on a 50-acre farm by any means.
I'm on 1/3 of an acre.
Yeah, see? And you're making it work for you.
1/3. That's small. I can't grow all of my food, but everywhere I can put something that can grow, I grow it. The kids have to go to the park, but I make it work. You don't need that much
We're
land.
at the part in our lives now where our kids are older, so the trampoline's gone, the swing set's gone, all that's gone. So now Mama has more room. But but yeah, I think the first way to start is just knowing you want to.
Yeah.
I want to grow some food. And then just take it from there. I think
it's the same thing as a tree. The best time to start a tree was 25 years ago. The second best time is now.
Is today.
I think people will learn much more about themselves by growing a garden. I know this sounds crazy, but I've learned so much about myself just growing a garden.
I think people will appreciate farmers more.
Yes.
Because if we don't have our farmers, we don't have food. And whether you're the richest person to the poorest person to a politician to a civilian, all of us have to eat.
Yes. Yeah. Well, farmers, ranchers, all of those dairy farms, were like, not many people know where their food comes from, and they take it for granted. And when they are exposed to the true route of their food, they kind of go, whoa.
Yeah.
My tomato traveled so many amount of miles for me to eat it.
Yeah.
And it tastes disgusting. But I can grow it on my balcony and it tastes awesome. But I have to understand that those types of tomatoes can only be grown in a certain amount of time. I will
Right.
not be able to have that tomato in the winter unless
Right.
you grow a plant inside of your house.
And I just want to say too that there have been some vegetables I didn't think I liked until I grew them myself, because eating it fresh, totally different ball game.
Yeah.
Like there's some things you're like, "Oh, I didn't think I'd liked that." And now bell peppers, for instance, was one of them. If you had told me 15 years ago I'd be obsessed with bell peppers and eating them as often as I did, I tell you, I'd call you a liar. And I love them. Like I love them, and I think there's a difference between a real fresh one and one that's 3 weeks old.
One of the things I've learned in the last year, maybe 2 years, is I've seen some people on YouTube do a garden in a wheelchair. I've seen people grow stuff on a balcony in an apartment. I've seen Annie, you just said it, on a third of an acre. I've seen people with no land at all finding ways to grow their own food. You might not be able to grow your the whole shebang for a family of 7 if you have a small space, but there's a friend somewhere might have some space on his property that he might let you use to grow food.
Yeah.
Community gardens now, you can grow in containers. There's so many different ways. Whatever you have, don't limit yourself to that. There's always an option. There's always different ways to grow your own food.
It's true. Where there's a will,
There's a way.
there is a way. People say it's
either
so
find a way,
or either
sorry.
find a way. True.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say you can find a way, or
Yeah.
you can find an excuse
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
if you
Yes.
want it bad enough. Yeah, if you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. There are smaller, what's the word I'm thinking of? There are particular instances where maybe you really can't grow your own food, but maybe farmers markets. You know what I
Yes.
mean? At
Yeah,
least-
that would be
Farmers
the next
markets.
best thing.
yeah.
But farmers market would probably be more expensive than the grocery store. And if the grocery store is more expensive, I cannot imagine what the farmers market's going to look like.
I know here our farmers market is much more reasonable than the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like
Us, it's the contrary. I
Yeah,
find that so
okay.
odd.
Yeah, and I will say, because the first year we moved to here, our little homestead, I was sick again, so I couldn't have the garden and do a lot, and I relied heavily on farmers markets that year. And I got to know
Yeah.
them, right? Like I got
Yeah.
to know the people who are, because they would say, "Oh, you're here again this Saturday." I'm like, "Oh yeah, now I'm here for all the cucumbers for my pickles and stuff." So, and I just wanted to say real quick to Dave Knight, I'm not saying to have a John Deere is bad. My God, I mean, my husband and I are just saying, how much is it to finance a little John Deere tractor? Because I would love to have one, and if you can have one, that is fabulous. I just don't want people to think you have to have one.
I don't have any tools, and I make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little trouble.
And if you lack confidence, for heaven's sake, buy some parsley. Anybody can grow parsley.
Okay, I was trying to find out where you were going with this. Like, what? Where's he trying to go?
I didn't know it was so prolific. And I was making a bed of it, and because Wendy said she wanted a lot of parsley. I planted a 4x8 foot patch. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of parsley.
You only need 2 plants of parsley. That's it. Like 2, 3 max tops.
Like mint.
Information I needed last year.
Well, I'm
Mint
giving
will
it to you
take
now.
over too.
Yes, there's also the option of community garden.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so. Community gardens are fabulous.
Okay, I have time for one more question. I hope my kids will last that long. What would you suggest to be the easiest plant? Like for newbie, what would be the easiest thing to grow?
Lettuce.
Cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
Depends on the kind of property you have.
Yeah.
Like for overall, like container gardening, gardener, like any type of garden.
Lettuce is pretty easy, but if you had space, I'd say just put an apple tree. It'll produce a lot in a few years. You don't even have to worry about it. You can just let it go. You'll get fruits.
Herbs too. Herbs are I love it's probably one of my favorite things to grow, because I find they grow fast. You see a harvest quick, and they're beautiful, and they smell amazing when you're
And they
out
attract
there.
pollinators when they go
Yep.
to seed.
Yeah, very easy to grow herbs. You can grow them in pots too. Yeah, parsley.
Parsley. Everyone's saying parsley. You know, you know that drinking game Hickory Crofted.
Yeah, somebody's got squash down here.
I
Who
didn't
said
say it.
squash? Squash.
I didn't
Wait,
say
wait,
it.
wait. I have a sip left. Squash.
Uh-oh.
I have nothing left. I'm sorry. We should do a parsley and squash drinking game.
And tomato.
And tomato.
Tomatoes are really forgiving, but once I put them in the ground, because I didn't amend my ground quite right, I get several per plant. This year, I'm really amending my ground quite a bit.
Do you have rabbits?
Not yet.
Are you planning on getting rabbits?
I am planning on getting rabbits.
Do you think you'll be having your rabbits before June?
Probably not.
Well, if you can get yourself some manure, when you transplant your tomato, put a handful of manure under your tomato plant. It's gonna be a slow release fertilizer. So if ever around your plant you're lacking a little bit of nutrient, that fertilizer will help you.
Okay.
That's what I do.
I'm waiting for the Amish guy to put up his sign for rabbits again.
It's one of the best fertilizer for peppers and for tomatoes.
I've heard that. I'm trying to find, because we don't raise rabbits either, so I'm trying to source some rabbit poop.
I want poop.
I have chicken, but like chicken takes a long time before you can use it. I did
1 or
buy
2 years. I can't remember.
Yeah, I did buy a couple of bags that I'm going to put in my soil. So
be careful.
Be careful with peppers. My brother-in-law told me, and this trick will work.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Should I go into it again, or
maybe on another live, because
okay,
I'm going over time. But do you guys want to do this next Sunday?
Sure.
Next Sunday is
babies do so.
Next Sunday is Easter, but
next Sunday is Easter. Well,
I'll be
if
on
you're up to it. If
supper.
not, I could switch it another night, Monday night.
Yeah, I'm thinking because we'll probably be eating Easter dinner around this time.
Okay, we can chat earlier this like around late next week. I was gonna say the easiest thing to grow that doesn't require space. You can do it in a container in a 5-gallon bucket or in-ground garden is bush beans.
Yeah.
Green beans, yellow beans, colorful beans.
Yeah.
And the second thing I would say that's really easy, the herbs are really easy to grow. But the beans, I find that you can sow it 3 times in the season and you can have an ongoing supply of green beans. And they taste delicious compared to the ones in the store. And you can blanch them, you can freeze them, you can eat them cold, you can can them, you can eat them warm, you can eat them in salads. It gives you like an overall multifunction produce. Did you answer, Angie? I can't remember.
Yeah, I said lettuce.
Lettuce? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What did people say? I was discouraged of the weekly vegetable basket price this year. I know it's a good price for organic, fresh vegetable, but I can't. Okay, so the parsley game is probably going to happen. Like parsley, squash, parsley. Patrick would say garlic. Put them in the ground in the fall, and bam, then spring. True,
I had chives in mind.
But you would need space. But
I will have to say, I've struggled with getting garlic big enough. Like I had a lot last year, but I didn't have big enough bulbs. And of course I did a little bit more research. So I'm hoping.
I can't remember which one is it, but sometimes when you're, it's either or. It's either you have too much nitrogen or not enough nitrogen. I can't remember. Garlic.
Not enough, honestly. If it's I'm spending some money this year and because we're doing raised beds. I bought stainless steel raised beds. And I bought dirt. I'm getting some good soil delivered here.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the comments.
That. I'm sick of rabbit poop.
Okay.
Garlic lasts a long time too after you harvest it.
Yes. I had 5 quarts of full heads of garlic. I just processed 1 cup, like it gave me 1 cup of garlic in olive oil, 5 cups in, I canned it. I was able to find a recipe that Annie gave me. Mama Homemade gave me a recipe, so I have 5 cups of that. And I have 1 cup of dehydrated, and I still have a quart and a half to process.
Oh, I ran out of my own like back in January.
But like I was holding myself back when I started eating my garlic. Like instead of using 1 whole clove every single time, I would use like 1 or 2. Like instead of using the entire bulb.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I should have just taken the whole bulb because now I have too much garlic. Yeah.
MB Heritage Homestead, they planted theirs in it looked like I think it was a tractor tire. So that was kind of a small area, but if I remember right, they had quite a few garlic plants growing in there.
You can sow them 4 to 5 inches apart for like an average size
That's
bulb.
what I've got about right
If
now.
you
about
sow them
45.
6 inches apart, they'll be huge. Like so I ordered 400 little cloves.
Wow.
But I'm gonna have an average of maybe like medium size.
I planted 172, so we'll
Wow.
see.
Well, I calculated that it was gonna need at least 1 per day.
Yeah,
But stupid me, I don't use 1 per day.
per day.
I limited myself when I started using it.
I'm excited to try. I've got a couple of preservation recipes I want to try. I've seen garlic and honey, a couple things like that. So I'm curious to try that, not just having it.
I can
like,
share the
fresh.
recipe that Annie suggested. It's water and citron, lemon juice.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be awesome. That
And
sounds
it's
good.
diced, so you just use it in your recipes as you cook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, I planted it everywhere, not just the garlic patch. Rose bushes. Apparently, it will help keep a lot of pests away. So I planted some around my rose bushes. I planted it like pretty much. Oh, there's a spot there. We'll put 5 there, and I wrote it all down so I'd remember where I planted it all.
I think Melissa is asking if I compost my rabbit manure. I do not, because it's considered a cold.
Yeah, you don't need to compost it.
Fertilizer.
But
You raise rabbits just for
as
the
a
manure?
precaution, I try not to use it within the 3 first months. But it's a precaution. Some people put it in all their beds, even if it's root vegetables. I just prefer composting it, not using it for 2-3 months. But this is a question of preference. We always cleaned out to put in the garden. And males sprayed on me last week. Another person told me one sprayed in. I'm
Marlene!
Martin, too much information. TMI. I need to get the animals' pens built so I can get the rabbits again.
Wait, that was a rabbit that sprayed. They do that?
Well, they pressure piss on you.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Lovely, yeah.
turn them into mittens.
Well, it's not perfect.
Right,
Bedding is
right,
not perfect, so you're gonna
It's
get
not
dirty.
pretty.
Sometimes it does not get pretty. No, careful for now. I put it on the snow in the garden.
Did I miss anything when I was gone, Angie? Did she have a second one, or is it one and done?
Well, it's 1, but her belly's still hard, so I'm not quite sure. I didn't feel any like bumps, but up top she's all squishy, and down below she's still quite solid. So I don't know.
Marilyn says it composts better when there's something on it, though. The dry poop stays dry for a long time.
Makes sense.
Welcome, Patrick. I hope this helps. I am caught up with comments.
Woo!
But it is 8 o'clock, and it's a miracle I'm not hearing any of my kids.
Yeah, we gotta go have cake. I'm surprised mine's not down here. Like, Mom, when are we gonna cut my cake?
Oh, it's true. It's your son's anniversary.
Yeah. Birthday. Yep.
Birthday.
Is he a shy person? So?
Depends.
Do you guys want to sing happy birthday to him?
Oh, I don't even know where he is. He was out riding the 4-wheeler because he couldn't do any Xbox while I was on here. So I could
Oh, mommy. Bad mommy. How could you?
It's my birthday.
Yeah, it's a school night too, and we have a rule anyway about the Xbox.
Okay, so you're half excused.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you guys for popping in. If you guys want to do this another time, either later on, who's live on Monday? Oh, it's Angie that's live on Monday.
This Monday, like tomorrow or next week?
No. Monday,
After
Easter.
Monday.
Easter Monday.
Oh. Yeah, I don't celebrate it, so I'm good to go.
I go to my mom's.
Easter Monday is not a big deal for us.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
usually
Sunday.
Sundays everybody gets together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she means like she wanted to go live on Monday because you're live on Monday. She doesn't want to take your spot.
So I'll just take a break on Sunday and we can catch up on the.
I'm trying to pick a day, but there's not many days open anymore.
If you wanted, I'm sure all three people that watch my live on Thursday, if you wanted to do this on Thursday, you're more than welcome to take my spot.
My daughter's over here laughing.
Hi.
She heard you. She's giggling. I was thinking Wednesdays. Wednesdays so far doesn't seem like anyone in our group. I'll say our group doesn't seem to have Wednesday.
You're gonna have to pick a time. Like me and Remy had that
discussion for a while.
Question for a while. I cannot do anything else than Sundays. Like I had to go with what I can.
Right.
And unfortunately, like Remy was stuck in a position that he was only available on Sundays. So we kind of had to figure out I was going to be on Sundays and he was going to be on Fridays. But I can't assist him. I can't be his moderator on Friday because I'm with the kids. It's pizza night and movie night. So like you have to make it work for you. Like I know that you don't want to take someone's spot, but if it prevents you from going live, well, you're not building a community on your channel.
Right.
So you're hurting more yourself than hurting us.
I just have to pull the trigger and do one week here. So
Wednesdays it's a good day for me.
Okay.
You can go on Wednesdays and I can follow you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks you guys for coming. Thanks you guys in the chat.
Yes.
And I will change the description of this live to say that there was a special birth going on, if Angie permits it.
Go ahead.
And can you let us know the name of the baby when you come up with it?
Yeah, I will. When I have to come up with the first two babies' name.
Well, good luck
1,
with
2,
that.
and 3.
Right.
1, 2, and 3.
Thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3.
What are the other two, Angie? Male
One girl, one boy.
Remy and Annie. There you go.
There you go.
That way you'll never forget us.
Right?
By the way, who is so excited? We have less than a month to the convention now.
Oh God, I was wondering what you were going to say. Yes, I'm super excited. Like I was telling Remy that I don't even know what the conference is about. I'm more excited about meeting all of you guys.
Me too. Yep. Me too.
And yesterday he gave me like what was about the conference, and most of the subject is not necessarily something I am interested in. So I'm just going to the conference mainly to meet all of you guys.
Yeah.
There'll be a live round table. That'll be cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are the guys wearing the knight armor?
No, I don't think so.
There's door prizes too, I think she said. So there's that, and I mean, some of the demonstrations sound cool, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, just to meet you all. I mean, like that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to make it worth it for sure.
100%.
Then when I get back home, Scott from Rambling with the Brooms is going to be here in my hometown, and I'm going to go have a supper with him.
And he only lives an hour. Yeah, he only lives like an hour from me.
Yeah, but he's coming on vacation with his wife.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's missing the conference, but I'll get to meet him after.
That is cool.
Nice. Well, now that I said that there's no chaos, there is chaos downstairs.
Okay.
All right. So I have to let all of you guys go. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.